Create your own lane without asking for permission. This is something that has served me so well throughout my career. As you guys know, I have over 15 years experience as an engineer and a project manager in oil and gas and the power industry. And I never thought that I would move into management. I always thought I would just remain an engineer, just do engineering work. But the thing that kind of happened, and it wasn't intentional, but I'm really glad it happened this way, is that I began to create my own lane, and I didn't ask anybody for permission. So one time, this was years ago, I was sent out to work in West Texas, and it was a construction site, and I was just supposed to go down there as an engineer, just answer some electrical questions. Before I knew it, I had been down there for almost a year, and I'm doing scheduling, I'm doing management, I'm doing I'm doing everything. Not because anybody asked me to, it was because it was needed and I had the skill set to do it. I knew how to communicate effectively. I knew how to coordinate, plan, and organize different teams of people. I knew how to look ahead and be able to get the right people in the right places at the right time. I was assistant of the team that was out there and filled in a gap and filled in a need that was needed, using my gifts and my talents as well as my intelligence. And then, even before that, this is really funny. One of my mentors, and I love him dearly, one time he had gone on vacation. He was a manager at the time. I'm still just an engineer. And so he went on vacation out of the country for a couple of weeks. And he's like, Sharika, why don't you fill in for me while I'm gone? And at the time, I had only been at the company for maybe a couple of months. Like, I was a new hire still, right? And so he goes out of town, like, okay, I don't know what being a project manager is about. I don't know what being a project engineering manager is about. So I'll just figure it out. So in the engineering world, at least at this company, they had a project manager, they had a project engineering manager, and then you had engineering leads. And so I was filling in as project engineering manager. And so I'm sending emails, making phone calls, going to visit clients, talking to different disciplines within the company. And one day the project manager, whom I actually had never met, or maybe I did, but I just met him in passing, he walked up to my desk. He was like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Sharika. He's like, why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you sending emails and asking me questions? And I said, oh, well, my mentor, he's out of town. He asked me to fill in for him for the next couple of weeks. So I figured this is what he did all the time. So I'm just doing it. He said, okay, keep doing it. So that's how I actually got into management, because I filled in for somebody who was going out of town. When he came back into town, he's like, you're doing a fine job, Sharika, just keep doing it. Like, okay. So I kept on doing it. And so there are just times in your life when opportunities will present itself, right? And you may not always feel ready. You might not know the skill set needed to do the job. But if you have the growth mindset to embrace every opportunity and create your own lane and learn as you go with excitement and not being afraid to ask questions, not being afraid to make mistakes, your path would take you into places you never imagined. It really will. So this is my word to you today. Create your own lane. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to ask the project manager if you can do X, Y, and Z. You don't have to ask, your social media if you can do A, B, and C. Do you. Do it well. Use your gifts. Be in alignment with your values, and forge your own path in a way that's true to you. You'll be really surprised at what you're capable of. You'll be surprised at many new doors to open for you. And 5, 10, 15 years from now, you'll see how everything was in perfect alignment. All because you said yes. All because you chose a lane and you went with it. All right, you guys, I hope that this message was inspirational, motivational, and even educational for you, to encourage you to do more, to be great, to embrace and infuse each and every day with your power, with your intelligence, with your brilliance. All right, you guys, if you have any questions or comments about anything I've said here, leave a comment below or send me a DM. If you want to know anything about me, about what I do and how I do it, you can click the link in my bio or go to my website, sharikamatthews.com. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.